Hi guys, it's me. I am finally back with another Invisalign update, and I am so sorry that it's been so long. I've been meaning to record this video forever, and it has just been a really rough winter for my family in general. We have been sick, like, repeatedly. I feel like I've been sick more than I've been well this winter. And I wanted to make this video before I get sick again because honestly, I swear every time I turn around I'm sick. Currently I'm on tray 18. If you have not been watching my Invisalign videos, then please go ahead and check out my previous Invisalign videos. I am on tray 18 and I have a total of 21 trays. And technically I have 24, but 3 of them are overcorrection trays, which if you've watched my videos you already know this, so I'm not going to go into much detail on that. But just to give you a quick update, I have been to the orthodontist 2 times since my last video, and like I said, I'm sorry guys. But one of the things that happened after my last video is I went to the dentist and found out that I had a cavity, and I've never had a cavity before, so this was actually my very first cavity that is being filled, or was filled I should say, and I am, you know, only a little bit away from 30, so I made it that far. But I don't think it was from the Invisalign, honestly, and the reason I say that is because I went to a regular dental appointment right after I got my Invisalign. Literally, I had only had it for a week, and they did x-rays at that time, and they noticed that there was a little weak area in one of my teeth, so they said they were just watching that spot, and I guess it finally progressed into a full-blown cavity. So I was worried about having it filled because I didn't know if my trays would fit properly, but I went to my orthodontist before I had the cavity filled and talked to him about it, and he just said to make sure that I let the dentist know that I have Invisalign and that it should be no problem. And it actually wasn't a big deal at all. So I got the cavity filled and my trays fit fine, and there weren't any delays or anything like that, so I was relieved. But anyway, like I said, I'm on tray 18 and I'm definitely seeing progress. I'm so excited. I went to the orthodontist on Thursday and picked up tray 18, 19, and 20. So at my next appointment in May, it's like May 2nd I want to say, I'm going to pick up tray 21, and then I'm not really sure what they're going to do as far as giving me the overcorrection trays. I don't know if he's going to give them to me and then let me make the decision as to whether I need to use them or not, or if he's going to just give me tray 21 and then have me go back in. I haven't really talked to him about that, but I guess I will obviously at my next appointment. But anyway, I will go ahead and show you guys my teeth, and then the purpose of this video today is to show you how I clean my aligners. And I think I've been promising this video forever, and unfortunately I just have not made it, so I'm actually doing it today, so yay me. But anyway, I'll show you my teeth first, and then I will show you how I clean my aligners. So here are my teeth today, which I'm super excited that they look almost perfectly straight to me. I have a couple of little areas that are still moving around, and I can definitely feel a little bit of tenderness where some teeth are shifting with this new tray that I just started, but I don't know if I'm going to want a refinement or not. At this point I'm thinking probably not, but I guess we'll see. But I'll show you what's going on right now, and I'm going to move the camera a little closer and get you guys up close and personal. And I don't have my aligners in right now just because I just finished cleaning them. I actually already filmed that part of the video, and then I'm going to put them in just a minute. So here are my teeth. Front view. Okay, and then I will open and show you what they look like from the top view. Okay, so like I said, I'm very pleased. I think they look much better, obviously, than they did in my first video. And like I said, if you have not seen that video, please check out the first video, because then you're going to really be able to see how much my teeth have changed. So what I'm going to do now is show you how I clean my aligners, and of course everybody has their own method. I'm not saying this is the only way to clean aligners, but this is just the way that I have found that works for me. I can tell you that I have never, since I started Invisalign, had any problems with my aligners being funky or smelling. So this method works for me. If you find something cheaper or faster or better that works for you, please let me know. I have, a little bit of time left in my Invisalign treatment, so I would be willing to try something different if you have a better way to clean them. But here we go. I'm just going to show you how I clean them, and then I'll be right back and put my aligners back in so you can see what my teeth look like with them in.
Okay, so what you're going to need is a small Tupperware container. This one I just got from the One Spot at Target, but it's very tiny. And you will also need a toothbrush to clean your aligners with. And the most important thing you will need is the Listerine Whitening Mouth Rinse. And you could use the generic of this, but I prefer the actual Listerine Whitening. I did use the Target brand generic for a while, and it actually works fine, but I didn't care for the scent as much as I like the scent of the actual Listerine. So what you need to do is take 1 cap full of the Listerine Whitening, and I use 1 cap full of whitening to 1 part water. So I'm just going to get 1 cap full of just cold water. And you don't have to dilute it, but I dilute it just because it makes the Listerine last longer, and it's not the most inexpensive mouthwash, so I like to make it last as long as possible just to save a little bit of money. And then obviously you're going to need your aligners, and I always rinse my aligners before I put them into the solution, and these are already rinsed, so I'm just going to put these into the solution, and I put the lid on just to prevent any dust or anything from getting in there. And then I let these sit. Typically I do this 2 times per day. I do it once in the morning and once in the afternoon, or in the evening I should say, while I'm eating dinner. So they probably sit for a total of 15 minutes each time, so 30 minutes a day. Now, once they're done sitting, what I do is take them out of here and clean them with a toothbrush. So I'm going to show you that step next. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and brush my teeth and floss, and I will show you what I use to do that in a few minutes, or in the intro. You probably have already seen that. And then I will show you how I clean the aligners with a toothbrush. So I'll be right back. So in order to clean my aligners, I like to use a soft bristle toothbrush, and this is just a cheap little soft bristle toothbrush. I think it's, once again, the Target brand. Can you guys tell that I really like Target? And what I do is I run some warm water in the sink, and I hope that you guys can hear me over the water running. If not, I apologize. And I'm going to turn the water off this time just because I don't want the sound of the water to drown me out. But typically I just leave the water running while I do this, and it just makes it faster. So I will get a little bit of water on the toothbrush, and then typically I hold the aligner in my hand like this, and then I take my toothbrush and I start by cleaning the inside of the aligner. And you want to make sure that you thoroughly clean the aligners, because plaque and tartar can, start to build up in your aligners just like it can build up in your mouth. And you definitely don't want your aligners to not be clean, because then you're going to be walking around with funky aligners and funky breath, which is never pleasant. So, and then I just turn I'm so used to doing this, I did it really fast probably, so I don't know if you guys saw what I did, but I clean both sides first, and then I clean the front little piece, and I make sure that I let the bristles go all the way down to the bottom so that I can get out anything that's in there, whatever. And then I turn the aligner over, and then I do the same thing on the outside of the aligner, and I make sure that I get into all the little cracks and grooves, and I make sure I clean the front of them really well, and the other side as well. And once I'm done, this is what it looks like. It just has a little bit of soap bubbles on it. And once again, this is not really soap, it's just the Listerine whitening. So then I'm going to rinse this off under warm water, and then I just use the lid as like a little tray to sit them on until I put them in. So I rinse them and just sit them on the tray, not like I'm sitting them out to dry or anything. It just provides a nice little clean place for me to put them while I'm cleaning the other one.
Just make sure you rinse them off really well. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the lower liner. Now normally while I'm cleaning my aligners, I am swishing mouthwash in my mouth. I try to be as efficient as possible with this whole process, considering that I have to do it a few times a day. So typically I floss and brush my teeth, and then I use the Listerine Total Care Fresh Mint mouthwash, and I use that while I'm cleaning them. So the 60 seconds that you're supposed to swish it around in your mouth is the 60 seconds that I'm also cleaning my trays. So then it just saves me a little bit of time. Not very much, but I guess all of those minutes eventually add up. So I cleaned the underside, and now I'm cleaning the outside. And I have never had problems with any odors on my aligners. This is my favorite way to clean them. Alright, so I will talk to you guys in just a second. So I hope that you found that helpful. One thing that I did want to show you is a couple of things that I've been using to clean my teeth and my aligners. And the first one, I think I've shown this in another video, but it is the Plackers Micro Mint dental flossers. And I have gone through several packs of these. It just makes flossing so much easier. And I'll take one out and show you. I like that it has this little pointy end right here, and what you do is you just fold this piece down when you want to use it. So like in the mornings, for example, I eat granola on yogurt, and the granola little pieces always get stuck in my teeth. So when I come in to brush my teeth in the morning, this little thing comes in handy to get the little granola pieces out of my teeth, and obviously I floss as well, but this is just really awesome. And these things, I have tried the like a couple of different brands since I've started Invisalign, and these ones are my favorite by far. Another thing that I use, I mentioned it while I was showing you how to clean my aligners. I use this while I'm cleaning my aligners. This is the Listerine Total Care mouthwash, and it does have alcohol in it, I think. Yes, it does. So if you are someone that has like really a sensitive mouth and you don't like the alcohol mouthwashes, then you can obviously get the one without, but I really like this. It makes my mouth feel fresh and clean, and I have not had any issues with, like I said, my aligners or, you know, having funky breath like some people have complained about with Invisalign. So I really like this, and I would highly recommend it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell you guys before my camera dies. I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and put my aligners back in and show you what it looks like with them in. So I just pop them in like this. And I will show you my teeth with the aligners. And you can see that the attachments on my front teeth are definitely more noticeable with the aligners in, but honestly, I'm so used to it, they do not bother me one bit. So here's the front view, side view, and that's obviously really close up. Farther away, the attachments are not nearly as noticeable. Although I will tell you guys a funny story. I'm a teacher. I think I mentioned that before in a video. And one day one of my students told me that it looked like I had tumors on my teeth. And he would be referring to my attachments. So at the beginning of the school year, I just told all my students that I have Invisalign. I teach middle school, 8th grade. So they're old enough to like understand. So I just showed them to my students and told them I have them so that they wouldn't think that there was some crazy thing going on with my mouth, but I guess maybe he wasn't there that day, I don't know. But I just thought that was funny. He said, "Miss Jones, it looks like you have tumors on your teeth." I was like, thank you very much for that. But anyway, they don't bother me, honestly. I can honestly say that. So if you are considering Invisalign, I highly recommend it. If you have questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, as always, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see future updates from me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I obviously am almost finished, but I will probably have at least a couple more updates, and I'll probably update you guys even after I get my retainers, just to let you know how that process is going as well. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any other questions for me or video requests, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye guys.